Hey guys, it's me1239 here, and I'm here to give you guys my review. I messed that up. We're starting off really well. No. And I'm here to give you guys my review to Andi Mack episode 1 titled Tomorrow Starts Today, and here we go. So this episode starts with, I'm just gonna do it off memory because I haven't watched the episode in like almost 2 months, I think. So this episode starts with Andi riding her electrical scooter, I think that's what it's called. She bumps into her friends, Buffy and Cyrus, right? Yeah, okay. At first I think that she's a complete stranger that's unsafely driving the scooter, but it's not, it's her. And she says that she is turning 13 the next day, so tomorrow, and that she wants, to keep the scooter, and she knows that her mom, who turns out to be her grandmother later, we find out, she already knows that she won't let her keep it. She still decides to, rebel against her, but doesn't tell her until later in the episode. But she gives the bike to Cyrus so that he can keep it in his garage or whatever, and then she sees that her sister, older sister, Bex, is home permanently. She's staying, and she wants to get her life together and find a job and stuff. This is a question I have. Maybe someone out there might have an answer to this, but how old is Bex? Because I saw somewhere that Bex's age is she's 26 or something, and that she had Andi when she was 13, and I'm just like, what? How is that possible? I mean, it could be possible, obviously, but would they actually allow a 13-year-old to be pregnant on the show? I don't know. So I would like to hear if you guys have any knowledge of what Bex's age is, because I'd like to know if that's true or not. Sorry. Anyway, in the episode we see that Bex and Andi, they actually do get along for them being apart for a long time, but Bex keeps not so much in contact with Andi, but she does send her scarves. Since she doesn't know her that well, Andi, she decides to bring a box that she has of her old memories when she was a teenager and shares it with Andi, even though there's supposed to be a secret in the box, which is the photo that we're gonna talk about later. For Andi's birthday, Bex decides to give her a lesson with her crush, Jonah Beck. I only know him by his full name. Jonah Beck is Andi's crush, and he's also the captain of the Frisbee team. He gives her a lesson. He's actually really nice, I think. He smiles a lot, which is kind of funny. I don't know why it was funny to me when he was smiling. So he has a girlfriend, and her name is Amber, and she's a very jealous type. She's a cool girl. She's a popular girl. She doesn't like Andi, obviously. But you can see that Andi likes Jonah Beck. Andi gets upset with Bex because she believes that she was purposely trying to embarrass her in front of her crush and stuff. Obviously that wasn't true. She runs off, and Bex realizes that she actually hasn't been there for Andi ever. She barely knows her. She hasn't acted like a mother should, because she's actually her mother, if you guys didn't know. And then Andi runs to her room and she starts crying and blah blah blah, and then she gets a text from Jonah Beck. There's a picture of the Frisbee with a smiley face, I think, or something like that. It's kind of cute, and she's really happy, and then she kind of forgives Bex for that incident. During the night, she sees that Bex is packing so that she could leave. She just tells Andi about her being her mother. That's the biggest plot twist ever. I mean, I already knew about it, but it's still a very big plot twist in the first episode. And I know some people are saying that they would have liked it if they would have revealed it later. I think they think it was too soon for them to reveal that she was her mother, and that she kind of left her, I guess, with her grandparents. I don't know about me though, I'll think about it. She runs off to her shed, which she decorates with she's a very creative girl. Bex follows her and starts to give her a talk and stuff about how, she didn't mean to abandon her, but I guess things were complicated. But so far, for me, I don't know what happened, because I haven't seen the rest of the episodes except for episode 2, but she doesn't tell her yet. Bex not runs out, but she walks out of the shed crying because it's a very emotional scene and stuff. At school the next day, they make a period joke with Cyrus thinking that Andi had just gotten her period, and that's why she was acting strange, which the first time I watched that episode, which was 3 months ago, I didn't understand that joke. I was like, really? And then later I saw that someone had, mentioned that, it's a period joke, and then I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Andi, does she try out for the Frisbee team? I don't know. I think she just goes to their practice. Jonah already made a shirt for Andi with the back saying Andi Mack. Does it take that long to make a shirt like that? I don't know. But he already wants her to be part of the team, which is It's great. And she decides to be a part of the team, I think, and she also decides to actually keep the scooter from the beginning of the episode, rides it to the house. Her grandmother says that like everything works just the way it has always been, but she's like her grandmother now, so it's not gonna work the same way. And we know that Bex would obviously let her keep the scooter because she has a motorcycle. So Bex asks Andi to make her a bracelet using their hospital bracelets from when Andi was born. She also gets to see the picture again of when Andi was born. Bex was holding her in her arms and stuff. It was so cute. I don't remember what happens. I think that's it, right? Was there more? I think I'm forgetting something. That was the end, right? I think so. Because then next episode we find out there's more stuff. I feel like there was more. No, I think that was it. And if I find out, then, you know, I'm sorry. Overall, I know people were saying that they don't necessarily like the acting of the first episode. Well, for me, I think that, let's compare it to Girl Meets World for a second. I don't think that the acting in Girl Meets World, especially in the first episode, was the best of the show. Obviously not. Because they were kids and they were just starting to act, you know? Especially on a new show, it's always difficult to begin. You don't know your castmates that well as you do later on. So, in my opinion, it was okay for the first episode, and I think that the acting will get better, hopefully it does, because that would be great. That would help out a lot with the show. In terms of the storyline, the plot, I think that it's great. I love it. I cannot wait to watch the rest of the season. And then there's supposed to be a season 2 coming out later. I don't know when. I don't keep up with the show, unfortunately, but let me know if you know the announcement date. If not, then you don't have to tell me. Don't make it up. I do like that Disney is taking, you know, more risks with the show. There's people that are actually saying that the show's too inappropriate for Disney. And for me, I'm just like, what? I think Bizaardvark or any other show like that is the lowest that Disney has gotten in terms of jokes, in terms of maturity, you know, in all those areas. So I don't know. I think the show is gonna do good on Disney because it's bringing something new and it's bringing a whole new level of maturity on Disney. It's stepping up even from Girl Meets World, in my opinion. Just from this first episode I'm talking about, not from the whole show, because obviously I haven't watched the whole show yet, or the whole season. I also, when I was first watching the episode, I remember thinking that I feel like the show is like a drama show, like it could be on Freeform, could be like Switched at Birth, or it could be The Fosters, not like that intense, but it was close to that than I think it is to Disney. That's what I thought. Do I ship Andi and Jonah, or Cyrus and Jonah, or any other ships? I don't know yet. So far, I like the Cyrus and Jonah thing. That might go on. I've heard a lot about it. I've heard that it might happen. I don't know about Andi and Jonah. I think most people are gonna ship Jonah and Cyrus, and I'm for that, obviously. But I'm just excited. If they do it, then the show is gonna be insanely popular. It already is, but it's gonna be great. So that's the end of my review. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode, and if you guys like the show, let me know as well. Do not spoil the other episodes, please. Please, I don't need any more spoilers. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for always watching. I hope you guys have a really nice day or night, or whatever time you guys are watching this. And remember guys, there is no end to your horizon, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty.